I just had to show you this. You see my sunflowers are blooming nicely. And look what I have over here. Lilacs. I could not believe my eyes this morning. I think Mother Nature is a little confused here in New Hampshire. Tell me what you think, friends. I've never seen this before. Well, we're back in my kitchen today, and I say back because personally I feel like I've been in here a lot this week, which I have. I've been doing some canning. I had some yellow wax beans out in my garden that I wanted to get processed or canned. You'll see just a few jars over my shoulder here. And you'll also notice I have some jars of jam, and it's a new jam, and I'm going to share that with you here in a minute, along with some beeswax candles over my left shoulder. So I've had all kinds of things going on. Regarding the candles, I want to thank you so very much. I truly appreciate your support. You have been so kind, and I think you are loving those little beeswax pumpkin candles that I've been making as much as I do. They're very fun to make. They just take a little bit of time because I only have one set of molds, and they take a little time to set up before I can list them. So I'm working on it, I promise. Now, while we're talking, if you don't mind, I'm just going to make up this little brownie mix that I have. It's a Loon chocolate. It's just a mix that I purchased recently. Loon chocolate is actually from New Hampshire here. I had their chocolate before. Many years ago, I found them at a craft show. They were just starting out, and I had never seen the brownie mix, so I thought I would try it today. The reason being, Mark was out of town last week when I made those cookies, and when he got home, he was asking, where are those famous cookies you made? And there was one left. Remember, we had a house full last week, and they were very popular. So I thought I'd make him some brownies today. So like I said, we had my daughter and her two sons here, and Theodore ended up staying with me another night. So we had just Nana and Theodore evening, and he had so much fun. We played outside a lot. So he had to go around and check everything out, making sure that Nana had done everything correctly. He walks around like a little old farmer, and all I can think of is how much my dad would just love him. He would love to have him just tagging along behind him. And so I had him until Monday afternoon. We returned him, and that's when Mark got back. So I've been busy. Absolutely gorgeous weather we're having. And so one of the other things I wanted to share with you today is, actually it was on Labor Day, Mark and I went kayaking. You know, I've shared with you before, we do enjoy kayaking. And this time we went to a brand new lake. It's Little Sunapee. It was absolutely beautiful. It was very quiet, very serene. And I share this with you because so many of you vacation out here, and you too may enjoy kayaking, paddle boarding, boating, whatever it is. And they did have a public access that we were able to launch our kayaks on. So I would recommend it. I'm going to share it with you. And I saw loons. I actually had one loon swim right under my boat, and the water is so clear I could see it. It was fairly deep, but he swam right by me, so I was pretty excited about that. So regarding the jam, that's what I wanted to share with you. Let me set this aside for a minute. Many of you know I have a love for Susan Branch. I have had her books for years, and she's kind of the one that maybe introduced me a little to New England. This is many, many years ago. She lived on Martha's Vineyard. She now lives in California, but she lived on the vineyard for many years. She started out with her books and then moved into a snail mail letter that she called it the Willard. So you could subscribe to that. I believe it was free. She went into a blog, and now and the blog has become very popular. But anyway, she has a brand new book that came out. It's the summer book, and it is the 30th anniversary. This is the original. As you can see, I have it. It's a little worn because I've loved it. And this just arrived this week. So I was anxious to take a look at it. She's added a lot of new recipes, and one of them is this apricot jam. And so I wanted to try it. You use dried apricots. And so truly you can make it any time of year. It's not like you have to use it when the fruits are fresh. So I tried it. It's absolutely delicious. And I decided to can it so I could also enjoy some of it during the colder winter months. So that's a bit of an intro to today's video. I am going to get these brownies into the oven, and we'll see how they turn out. I'm sure they're going to be absolutely delicious because the chocolate is delicious. If you are from the area, look for, I'm not sponsoring this, they don't even know who I am, Loon chocolate, and this happens to be an organic brownie mix. First time I've seen it. They also use Maine sea salt. So I'm going to finish up with the brownies, get them in the oven, and I'm going to let you go ahead and watch how I made the jam. It's a keeper recipe. Let's get started. Well, friends, I do have to say, between the chocolate and the honey from the beeswax candles that I currently have burning, the kitchen smells delicious. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I hope I inspired you to maybe at least try the jam. It's a keeper recipe, and I love that you can make it any time of year because you are using dried apricots. Anyway, have a wonderful week, and we will see you next time.